Hey, boss of family. Hey, Kim. So this is my homework. The best way I know to do it right here. I already marked up the chart. I'm just hiding it at the moment. So this is gold USD. I'm trying to show you where I think price is going to go based on I was trading for about almost a month now, so I kind of understand a little bit about it. So I'm just going to mark it up in the daily and go all the way down to the 30 minute and also the 50 minute. But this is the weekly. So as you can see, this is my daily zone. So forget about this at the moment. So a point A, B, and also this is my point C as touch as well for my horizontal trend line. So I'm gonna show you why I have two and why I have a cross trend line as well. I'm gonna go down into details and then go on my arrows and show you what that means. So you can see a strong move to the upside by the bears. Sorry, bears my ass by the bulls. Sorry for that. By the bulls, right? So price got rejected here, and you can see this wick at this candlestick right here, and also it formed a doji. I think this they can call this either the gravestone as well, or maybe just doji. I don't remember which one, but showing that it rejected the upside much more and closed right here at the bottom. But price came and touched consolidate a bit. So price got weakened in the weekly time frame, showing that it tried to push up but can't push up. So this massive push down to the downside, showing that price has touched this level. So I have this level in my this is my weekly, but how I did it was going to my line charts and I basically mapped out my trend lines, horizontal trend lines in my line chart right here. So because price was here when I started to trade this candlestick, and I did back test and I tried to understand why price was moving down in the past before I even come along this further. So let's take this off, go back to candlestick. So I'm gonna start in the day. So this is how I mark it up in the day. Hopefully I don't take too long, probably 5 minutes or 10 minutes. This is how sorry, not used to talking. So this is how I mark it up in the daily. So I go by certain candlestick patterns to show you that it's reversal like the morning star, evening star, and also the doji as well, right? In certain time frame. I realized that the this gold pair gold respect the 8 hour, 12 hour daily, and also respect going down to the 1 hour time frame, but much more confluences you can see as I go into lower time frames to show you that price is going to go there, right? So to how I get how this price basically work, you can see this is clearly a downtrend. This is a fake breakout, started to consolidate, but it's staying my daily horizontal line right here, which you can basically call it a zone here where price has touched multiple time. As you can see right here, creating multiple wicks and also doji reversal pattern, show you a small move to the upside and come down lower with a strong move. So I'm gonna show you guys also certain candlestick I use as a confirmation for a zone. Depends on what I see in the market, right? So price has literally touched this zone like from the past, not just once for the retest to the upside. It touched it like multiple times in the lower time frame here in the 8 hour, I think 12 hour or 4 hour, like five times, like five times. And as you can see, it touched it multiple times here also in the 1 hour. So this here look familiar to you guys, right? This is also a pattern. So we can either see this try to break the zone, fake breakout, and come back up to the upside, right? But we can't see until the new week has started to predict this pattern going up. But we can be prepared for both up or down. So I'm just going to show you how I see some of these move and where I see this going to for the long run. But I only can tell you once I go down to my lower time frame. So I'm going to go to the 12 hours. So in the 12 hours, hopefully this is good for you guys where you can see. This is the evening star patterns. This is basically the 8 hours, but you can clearly see it formed perfectly right here. It shouldn't be in 8 hours, but it's in the 8 hours as well to confirm that this move is going to happen. It's basically a trend reversal. So it's showing you, you can even look at the doji that formed right here, and then price moves up, then price got weakened as it going up, forming this beautiful, sorry, even star pattern coming down to the downside. Strongly heavily pushed. This was the first test to the downside at the 1859 zone area, which price failed to break and then do a massive pull up. So we basically know that this is a big play in the market that created these moves, right? So I'm gonna go into my 8 hour and then show you guys the patterns in 8 hour. So as you can see, another reversal patterns in the 8 hour, show it to the downside. We now gonna wait for the second uh, bearish candle to open. Some persons like to, at the moment this candle close, they wait for this candle for optimization. Depends on how many pips or the body of the candle. They will probably enter right here, somewhere around here, or they'll wait on the retest for this third candle to do their entry, and then to the downside go. So anyhow, so that's one pattern right there. This is also another pattern, reverse, reverse. This is in my 4 hour, 4 hour zone. This trend line is also my 1 hour. This trend line here is also my daily. And this right here is my 8 hour trend line. Just to show you that how price is behaving basically. So price came down, full a lot of persons think it's going to go down to the downside, but it's a big push. Came back up and touched this area. Right here can be a zone as well, based on this candlestick right here. This one candlestick come around, price reject, come back down to the downside. Fake breakout, come down, consolidate for a bit, and then it did a breakout. You can see the candlestick or that wick right there, and then it did another push to the downside. So as you can see, what's this? My 8 hour. Sorry. All right, so this is my morning star right here pattern. So basically, you have one, two, and also three, right? But with this pattern in the 8 hours, you're only looking for like probably, I took it off one area. I didn't take it off of this major area. So this is my zone. I will take it back to my zone, ending of the zone or the starting of the zone, wherever you wish. 19 pips. I don't really look for much pips. Depends on where you enter. I always enter at my zone, or I'll enter at the ending of the zone. Depends what that zone is. If it's a daily 4 hour, 9 hour, 10 hour, 12 hour, it depends on the zone and how I see price reacted in that zone. So I'm gonna go down into my 7 hour time frame. So we're focusing on this candlestick patterns as well. As you can see, this is a major rejection right here. Morning star. This is another major rejection. Uh, oh, let me guys see. So as you can see, using this candlestick pattern as a zone in the 4 hour time zone, this is for the 4 hour, but this candlestick as well, you can definitely see that's a reversal pattern going up to the upside. So once you created this double top right here, so this is basically my new zone in my 4 hour time frame. I'll go more into that. And this is my bullish morning star. Hopefully I'm calling that correctly. This is supposed to be, I'll leave it in that area. I didn't put the time. So this is my 7 hour dragonfly doji candlestick. So this is basically showing you that price is going to reverse, right? So we're looking for price to either to come back down and did a retest. This is our daily trend line. As you can see, price came up, came back down. So this right here, price has break, it came back up. So we're looking for the retest, right? It did what it needed to do. It rejected this area. So probably we can see a retest back into this zone before price decided where it wants to go. But based on our daily, we're looking for price to go up. right? If price doesn't go up, we're looking for a first TP to be right here again, because as you can see, it only tapped it once, right? In our 7 and 8 hours going up. So I'm gonna skip the 6 hours, 4 hours, and go to the 4 hour zone. As you can see, candlestick patterns again, doji. Very good to know. As I can see, I was telling you about how I use this as a zone, right? This here right here is my zone. I use the body of the candle and I also use the wick right here. And then I realize that price is reacting right here. So this is why I use this candlestick pattern for this zone. This zone is a 4 hour zone. I have to do that so you guys can see it. So it rejected a lot. So all I have to do basically is once I see a move make. So this is one move. I normally like to wait, but based on this pattern, it wasn't a big pattern to say I should wait for price to come back to this here because I want to get into the game back fresh. So basically, I saw a pattern right here in the 1 hour, and I literally get small sells, small buys as well, and I wait on this retest, and I got that test up there. You can see our doji form here again, the even star sell, and also in the 8 hour that was a morning star right there. So hey, it was this, right? So that's why you need to check your higher time frame, go down to your lower time frame and see what you get. Even if you're in a trade, I do a next one for my GU. How basically I got kicked out of one trade, ignoring the 7 hour dragonfly pattern that I saw. Very strong pattern, and I was in it for the sell. So basically that literally shot up to the upside. So I keep marking up my zone where I see price has to come back to and testing. This is my 1 hour. I'm gonna show you in the 1 hour soon why I tried this zone. And as you can see, this right here is my 1 hour as well. It respected it, came back down. So if price to break my 1 hour horizontal trend line right here, I'm looking for price to come back to this level right here. Why is this ain't working? I'm looking price to come back to this level right here. This can also be a pin bar. This candlestick right here, this bearish candlestick, it could be a pin bar. So because of this strong move down, it has to be a reason why, because it was ranging right here. As you can see, it's consolidating, rejecting this zone. So if you look back into your past, where I did for a certain time frame, you see that the patterns listed to come back, like this strong move zone. Price came back, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then fell, right? So we can either look for, if this candlestick break this zone, we can look for here to come back to this zone before we sell to the downside. So eventually price is trying to push up. That all depends on how the news and how everything that this pair react to. So let's go into my 1 hour. As you can see, doji right there, from doji. So that's my pattern, guys. Didn't want to take that much of a time. So hopefully everyone liked this video, understand it. That's for you, Kim. So I'm basically, oh, I forgot to use my fib. I like to use my fib in this, in my 8 hour time zone for this candlestick pattern. So as you can see, this is a reverse. It's showing that price is rejected. So it probably form a double top, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take out my fib and I'm gonna go from wick, right? So I'm gonna go from the it's a lower high, but I'm gonna go from lower high to lower low, which is that wick right there in the zone. Let me stretch it out, and I also do my Fibonacci in the 4 hour and 1 hour, but based on certain candlestick patterns, how price reacted to it, I like to use it inside of the 8 hour, 4 hour, and 1 hour, right? So as you can see, um, you can probably say trend is over right here because it got a double top right here, and we can look at prices average strong, so we can probably do a enter right here for a sell. It all depends. But you can go in a lower time frame and figure out what you need from here. But we're looking for the move basically to come back to this area for that, for as a sell. So that's what I'm looking at for the smaller time frame. But I'm looking for it to come back to our either come back to our 1864, or you can say that's the 88%, or come back to our 100% to do a retrace to the downside. That's it, guys.